Cause you about to be an ATLien.
This has been going viral today, which is interesting about streaming. Maybe I'll show you this after. What y'all think? Should I show you this before? I'm gonna show you this now because this ain't got nothing to do with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But it's interesting because the writers' strike is going on. The television writers are mad because all of the shows are going on the streaming networks, and people they ain't getting paid the money that they used to get paid because television, when it reruns, they get more money. And now, like, people are taking note that they're not getting all the money. Okay. So when y'all talk about streaming don't mean nothing when it comes to these numbers and these dollars and these cents, because the advertisers all want to know who is watching all of this live. Okay. Now, before I go into the Real Housewives of Atlanta, let me show you what Snoop has said. Hold on. I'm gonna show you this real quick.
It is, I must say,
It's exciting, but streaming got to get their shit together. Because
wait a minute, let me put my disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Of course, as you know, we are researching about this Snoop Dogg criticism of streaming and how the artists aren't getting paid. Listen.
I don't understand how the fuck you get paid off of that shit. Like, I mean, can somebody explain to me how you can get 1 billion streams and not get $1 million? Like, that shit don't make sense to me.
That's a good question. People, the artists, the televisions, the shows on Netflix, they be getting billions and billions and billions of streams, but where is the money? Who is making all the money? Snoop said he ain't getting no money. They getting the billions, his songs streaming billions of times, but he can't even get $1 million.
I don't know who the fuck running the streaming industry, if you in here or not. But nigga, you need to give us some information on how the fuck to track this money down. Because 1 + 1 ain't adding up to 2. That shit don't add up. And I have to say it, because that's the main gripe with a lot of us artists, is that we do major numbers with streams and this shit, but it don't add up to the money. Like, what the fuck is the money? When I first came out, my records would sell based off of physical. If you sold 1 million copies, that means it $9.99, $9 million, you get this percentage, that's what it is. So if I sell how many streams, how much money do I get? It's not being translated and it's not working for.
Now, remember, I always tell y'all that we talk about that all the time. Like, people can have 1 million subscribers. People can have 1 million followers on Instagram. People can have 1 million streams on World Star. But where is the money? Okay, who is getting this money from all this streaming? Like, like you said, it used to be physical dollars and cents. Now, don't nobody know where the money goes.
For the artists right now, and I just want to speak to that. In the music industry, like, that's fucked up. And we need to find a way to figure that out. The same way the writers are figuring out. The writers are striking because streaming, they can't get paid. Because when it's on the platform, it's not like in the box office. In the box office, if it does all these numbers, you may get an up. Oh, it did this many, here's another check. But on streaming, you got 300,000 hours that somebody watched your movie. Where's the money? And I know I'm going off a script right now, but fuck it. This is business. Yeah. This is business. You know what I'm saying? This is a room full of.
Snoop said he want to know. Like, he wasn't supposed to be talking about all this, but he want to know.
Business people, and somebody may hear this and be able to do something about it, so that way the next artist don't have to struggle or cry or try to figure out how to get to his money. Because some of these artists are streaming millions and millions and millions and millions of fucking streams, and they don't got no millions of dollars in their pocket. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Ooh, so Snoop took the opportunity to speak on behalf of everybody, honey. Where's the money? Why is all the streams getting the money? Now, speaking of streams, y'all talk about the YouTubes and the Peacocks and the Xfinity DVRs and all this stuff. Y'all talk about all these streams of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and y'all said that means it's a success. However, as I've said over and over and over again, that don't mean nothing when it comes to these advertisers, because the advertisers want to know who is watching today, who is watching when it airs, when we put these ads on there. Okay. And so, speaking of that, okay, it seems like back in the day, people would love to watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta live. Like before it aired anywhere, it's gonna air on Bravo. And that means what? Just like Super Bowl ads. People they pay money because the people are watching the Super Bowl as it airs. They're not watching reruns of the Super Bowl. You can, but those ads, those big ad dollars are on Super Bowl Sunday, not Super Bowl Monday. Okay. So when the Housewives airs on Sunday, everybody's looking at the numbers. Now, these numbers, oh, child, these numbers, child. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Okay. The Real Housewives of Atlanta was normally number one every Sunday. Every Sunday, they was number one. And maybe I'll give them a number two, or maybe even the top five. They're not even in the top 10 on premiere day of season 15. As much as y'all put y'all energy into Candy headbutting somebody, into Sheree dating Martell Hope from another show, into Marlo Hampton and her nephews, into Sonya spending $100,000 on a party. As much as y'all did all that, y'all couldn't have watched this show. Okay. They came in at number 14. Okay. On Sunday when they first aired, 8 p.m. Okay. Now, 834,000 viewers. And normally, a million is great. A million is wonderful. But listen, remember last season we watched them every Tuesday. We reported on the numbers. They barely scratched a million every now and then. I think they made a million once or twice, maybe once in the whole season. But at least the premiere episode was like 900,000 or 9 something. This premiere episode for season 15 came in at 834, which is 100,000 less than last year, which last year was 200,000 less than the year before. And that season was probably 500,000 less than that. So when you look at the overall numbers over time, the ship is sinking. Like Phaedra said. Phaedra said she don't want to go back because it's a sinking ship, honey. Y'all keep taking all the good people off. You got Candy there. Candy keep running all the good people off. Candy won't let Phaedra come back. Candy that ran Nene off with the alliance. Candy. And I know y'all be mad at me for talking about Candy, but you can't put all your eggs in one basket and act like this is the Candy show. Candy's shows have not even made 100,000. They keep giving Candy all these spinoffs. Candy can't do it by herself. Clearly, okay. So I'm just saying the numbers don't lie. You said next week will be better. Well, I mean, y'all let me know. Y'all the ones that's not watching. I can't stop people from watching. I only talk about it here. I watched it the week before. But, there's that. You said that's a very simplistic answer. Well, it's simple. Y'all be making things hard. It's very, very simple. You rewatched the first seasons about 50 times. Okay, where is them streaming numbers going? Nene want to know where her memes is going. Nene want to know why y'all keep playing her memes and she get no money. Nene want to know why y'all keep airing season 1. Where is her money? That's what we want to know. Where these streaming dollars at, honey? We need to know. Somebody need to pay the people. You said Nelly said it best. 2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers. Okay. Not RHOA is dumb and boring. Not dumb and boring. Okay, then we got Kenya Moore. Listen, we didn't recap the episode. I even tried to recap. I tried to be excited for this episode. I tried to take my personal feelings out of it because I am a Housewives of Atlanta fan and came to y'all with a whole recap. Y'all didn't care about the recap. Y'all did. I talked about Kenya. I said nice things about Kenya, even though she was involved, acting like she want to do a threesome with Martell and Sheree. It still didn't matter. Y'all just didn't care. He said it's dumb and boring. Okay. Oh, well. So I guess, we'll see what happens next week. You said Nene became an island. She was not friends with anyone. She was friends. What is she talking about? It was Candy trying to isolate Nene. Candy tried to get Cynthia on her team. Candy tried to get Kenya on her team. And now, all them people she was trying to get on her team gonna stab her in the back. But you know, there is that. Peter, Apollo, and Matt is more entertaining than the new season. Okay, Apollo over there on MTV now on Couples Retreat. Peter over there at his bar, honey, doing what he do. It is what it is. I don't like anyone on RHOA. Nobody. You don't like Kenya. You don't like Sonya. You don't like Marlo. You don't like Sheree or Candy. None of those people float your boat. Y'all put y'all favorite housewife in the chat. Let me know. I want to know who's your favorite housewife this season. I'm talking about the peach holders. Who are the peach holders, you ask? Marlo Hampton, Kenya Moore, Drew Sidora, Candy Burris, Sheree Whitfield. Did I miss anybody? I missed somebody. It's pronounced Sanya. Who is your favorite housewife who is currently on the show? Y'all saying Nene. Who is your favorite housewife who is currently on the show? Who did I miss? Let me see. Who did I miss? Somebody at my door. Let me see. And then, hold on. Here go the thing. I was trying to pull up the other day. You noticed that you said nobody. Ooh, not nobody. Candy seriously thought she could carry Real Housewives. So glad this would probably be her last season. Bravo will be cutting her check. Not Bravo cutting her check. Hold on, let's look at this. How they're standing. Let's look at this housewives portrait really quickly, and then I'm going to move on from the housewives. Now look. Didn't I say this the other day? Who is in the middle? Strategically placed in the middle. Okay. Both of them side by side, anchored together, and then everybody else pushed back a little bit. Okay. We got Candy and Sheree in the middle. Okay. Sheree being the OG that nobody cares about, and Candy being the longest running housewife that nobody cares about. Then we have Drew on the end and Sonya on the end. The people on the end are people really don't care about. And then as we go towards the middle, we have Marlo and Kenya, the two antagonists, and then we have Sheree and Candy. But everybody looks nice. Everybody looks amazing. I don't like Sonya's dress, but everybody looks amazing. I like the color scheme. It is what it is. You said, Lord help Sheree. You can't stand Candy. Well, I'm just saying they all look fake. There is no middle. Well, you're right. There is no middle. That means nobody is an anchor. Is that what it means? Nobody is the anchor? Or are Candy and Sheree both the anchors? Okay. I don't know. It probably is Photoshop. If it's Photoshop, bravo for Photoshop, because that's their opening picture. The last time I watched Lisa was on. Dang, that was a long time ago. You said spaces in the middle. Yeah, at least they had somewhat of a budget this year. They had Derek Blanks taking the pictures. What were the numbers? We just talked about the numbers. 834. You want to see it again? Hold on, let me show it to you again, Chad. Let me show it to you again because I know I probably was talking. 834. The housewives came in at number 14. Okay. The desired demographic between 18 and 49, the people who buy things, 0.28. Okay. The demographic 18 to 49, 0.4. So that was, it was kind of high in the 18 to 49 female demographic. Okay. It was low in male demographic, 0.15. And the total number 834 people watch, which was down 100,000, at least 100,000 from the premiere of last year. Okay, y'all happy? All right. You said Candy is going bye-bye. Somebody got to be held accountable for this. I guess that's why they partner with Kentucky Fried Chicken and all this. I guess some of y'all are trying to see some of the racist undertones that some people been telling y'all about, and it's interesting. That they had to bring a bucket of chicken in order for Candy to be happy. That they had to put Candy on a chicken commercial. All of that, like, it's always about chicken. Like KKK Kim said in season 1, all Nene and Deshaun want to do is sit around eating chicken and watermelon. Honey, that's all they want to do is sit around eat chicken and watermelon. But it is what it is. It's the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Moving on. Like this video as y'all get in here, please, and a thank you.